We're at Oban by the fire, and we're tasting some Oban naturally. We've got the 14-year-old. We've got the Distillers Edition, also 14 years old. We've got the Little Bay, and we've got the Distillery Exclusive. I have not tried any of them yet. Well, I have not tried the Distillery Exclusive, and if I like it, I may buy a bottle. This is a nice little atmosphere we got here. And I just met Katie. She's on my tour with me. And she chose the same thing. They have different choices. Oh yeah, we also got the water dropper. That's important too if you want to put a little water in there with it. These guys are bottled at 43%. That's at 48. It might need a drop or two. Still, even if it's a lower ABV, if you add a drop of water, it breaks the surface tension of the whiskey, and it adds, you get more on the nose. You get more aroma on the nose. Anyway, this is nice. Very nice. I'm in Oban. I was just at the distillery, and I had what you would call, I think they call it a stave. And the stave of Oban was the stave of Oban was an Oban 14, an Oban Distillers Edition, and an Oban Little Bay, and also an Oban Distillery Exclusive. The three first were 43% alcohol by volume, and the Distillery's Exclusive was 48% alcohol by volume. I did not have enough time to really appreciate it, but I got me a bottle of Distillery Exclusive Oban. It cost me £100. So £100 is like 200 Canadian dollars, approximately, give or take, more or less, something like that. But I'm on vacation and I still have some money. And the reason I still have some money is because people were very kind and generous down in London and Glasgow, and I didn't have to pay for any drinks. Now I'm starting to pay for drinks on this Isla, on this tour. This is an Isla tour, and I'm on my way to Isla now. The tour bus should be meeting me right here in front of this Regent Hotel. Let me turn this around for a second. That's the Regent Hotel. I remember it being right here that I was being let off. And the rest of the tour group is eating seafood and maybe visiting the distillery or going up to the Tower of Oban. I'm just kind of unsteady on my feet right now because I crammed. No, it's pointing at me. Don't worry. Keep going. Move on. Nothing to see here. People thought I was pointing the camera the other way, but I'm pointing it at me so that you can see me being here. So I've had 5 drams basically. What did I say? Oban 14 Distillers Edition. Oh, and I tried the Klein Leash. I think it was bottled at 51.9. Game of Thrones. This is the first Game of Thrones I tried, and I was disappointed, mainly because it's just got a lot of alcohol by volume, and it doesn't have any of that waxiness. And rather than tasting alkaline, it tastes more. It has a acidic mouthfeel, where it's not smooth. It's kind of abrasive, at least to my palate. So Game of Thrones. It's not for me. It's for kids. It's to get kids into whiskey, and with the high ABV, it'll get them drunk really fast, and hopefully they won't puke their guts out, and they'll enjoy it. But for me, give me the Oban 14 over the Klein Leash 14 over the Klein Leash Game of Thrones anytime. Hopefully the wind. There is wind. Hopefully the wind is not overplaying overpowering here down in Oban, because I do feel wind on my back and I feel wind going on. I might have to try and enhance the sound on this somehow, or maybe you can't hear me. And if you can't hear me, then I don't know. Hopefully I can do something with this video sometime in the future. There's a fair amount of traffic going through this town of Oban. Fair amount of traffic. But here's where my tour bus is supposed to meet me in a little while, in some time. But this is good. I'm doing all right. Well, I'll get back to you eventually, and hope you're enjoying this series if it becomes a series. I'm having a time of my life with this trip of a lifetime. I try to cram a trip of a lifetime once a decade, and the last trip of a lifetime was 22 years ago. So here we go. We're on our way to Isla.
It's cozy in there.
Yeah.
I'd like to be buried in a place like that.
Buried. Sorry, that sounded sinister. But yeah, no, it's an incredible thing. So there was a very, very strong society and culture that flourished here.
There's our ferry right out there. It's the Finlangen. It is a ferry named after whiskey and named after a castle. Yeah, so we're here at the dock. We'll be going to Isla. It's about a 2-hour sailing. And if the clouds lift up a little bit, maybe we'll get to see the sunset.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick. Food quick.
Food quick.
Yeah.